Yo, what's up? Your FearlessChoice.com, your prize picks happy hour. Pico here from YFC with Mark, YFC Tart. Mark, oh, Han, what's going on, my man?
Not too much. PrizePicks has been changing their lines all
Yes,
day and making
freaking
this
annoying.
frustrating to prep for. But I'm doing good. We got a little bit of carnage in golf today. At least on the DFS side and DK. But
I see that. You
yeah,
guys are gluttons for punishment, bro. I don't play DFS. I don't play DFS. Maybe the showdowns, but I don't play the DFS. It's one DFS I don't play.
yeah.
But yeah, like this started last night, and you were messaging when I got up today. I seen some of your messages. They were changing lines like early this morning to Price Picks, and
Yep.
Underdog does it quickly. I know that, but Price Picks, man, especially I've seen more. Maybe just me, but I've seen more in MLB than any other sport with Price Picks, and they're moving and shaking. And I think we got a pretty good group of props there.
Yeah.
Check us out though. Your Phil's Choice, $25 a month. That includes all sports, also props. And we've been doing more and more, especially with football coming up. College is my thing. I've been doing college for years, and we're gonna definitely make a bigger push for college props this year. Definitely for Prize Picks, and of course NFL. We'll have our NFL team together and all that. But right now it's pretty much MLB, NHL conference finals, NBA's over. I even have a WNBA pick tonight, and hey, if anybody's got some lacrosse picks or some of this other stuff, CFL. I'm not much in CFL this year like it was last year, but let's get rolling. Price Picks mini happy hour. This would be a quick one. You want to start? What do you want to start? NHL first?
Sure.
Let's roll NHL.
All right. So the first one I got for NHL, we got Andre Palat over half a point. He has been electric in the playoffs this year with at least a point in 13 of 18 games so far. He's been a really consistent player for Tampa, and he's been a piece that they can fall back on. He's been a joy. He's been so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because a lot of teams are focusing on Stamkos and Kucherov as they should. And it's been making more and more space for Palat to be productive, to set guys up, to take shots, and he's been clutch. I know you saw in that Rangers series, he had that goal with 40 seconds left in Game 3 to bury the Rangers and completely turn the series around. Momentum-wise.
That turned the series, yeah.
Yeah. He's been on an absolute tear. He's got goals in 4 of the last 5 games. With each of the last 3 Rangers games, he's had goals. Just flipping the script on that one. Or 3 of the last 4 Rangers games. He had a goal against Tampa here. In that series, or in the splits against Tampa since the 2018-19 season, which we've been talking about last stream, talked about this stream, he's been over in the points in 4 of 6 games, which is encouraging. He was over in those points in both of the games that they played this year. And the odds are in that favor too at -130 on the over. So I really like Palat over half a point. I think he keeps it up.
That's a good call. Definitely.
And keep in mind, Stanley Cup Final Game 2 is tomorrow. It's not today. So this one's for tomorrow. If you put in your tickets today, it'll play over into tomorrow. But I still like this nonetheless, regardless of the time. And I like this one before any lines move. And that also goes for Nathan MacKinnon, over 4.5 shots on goal. He's been over in 10 of 15 games.
Did he get the prop the other night?
Yeah, he had his assist.
Yep. Wednesday show? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he assisted the Nichushkin goal.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
But Mac's been over 4.5 shots on goal in 10 of 15. He is the guy that Colorado is looking to set up when they're on the power play. It's him. Makar takes shots from the back. Mac's up for the rebound. Landy's up for the rebound. Rantanen's up for the rebound. When you're looking at set pieces specifically, they're looking for Mac. He, each of the last 4 games has hit the over. Odds are pretty juicy at -145 on a shot prop. I like that a lot. And despite being over in 3 of 5 games that he's played against Tampa since that 2018-19 season, we have the game from 2 days ago to go back on as well, which adds a 6th into that pool where he was over. And it is the first playoff series that Colorado and Tampa are playing against each other ever. Since the only time they can meet now is in the Stanley Cup Finals. But Nonetheless, I do like this number. Mac's been destroying it all season long in the regular season. The only team that's given him consistent trouble on that end is the Blues, but that's because they play a clamp style game. I like Mac to get over this 4.5 shots on goal total, especially at home, and especially after they put high 30s shots on goal on Vasilevsky last game.
Good call.
So Mac over 4.5 shots on goal and Palat over half a goal or half a point are the NHL props that I like here.
Nice call. That's NHL. As you're talking, I'm seeing NFL's popping up, NFL futures. This is crazy. So it means it's getting close. All right.
Yeah. Real quick on NFL, there's a free square out right now that closes after the 19th. It's Matthew Stafford over half a passing yard, but it's in week 1. So whatever you run it with, you're locking it up until week 1 is over. Your money is locked into that ticket. But it's also half a passing yard. So, $25 limit on that.
Until he gets hurt in the final preseason game or something.
Oh, dear God.
You put $1,000 up there and all four years a roll, and then Stafford. That would be my luck. Yeah, and I thought that was crazy at first until the more I got looking at it, you said, you know what? Yeah, throw $100 on there, forget about it for a couple months. It's no different than doing any other futures bet, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a $25 limit on it, but still.
So, well, okay. So $25, and that's even easier then, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was much money. Okay, MLB. Lucas Giolito. Didn't this prop change? Now I'm confused. It's at 5-5.
Yep, it was at 5. It was at 5 for most of the day, and now it's at 5-5.
All right, I still like it, and I know a lot of people are not going to like it because it's the Astros, and the Astros do not strike out. Historically, they had that reputation of not striking out. To me, Gio, a volatile pitcher, when he's on, he's kind of like, oh my God, Dylan Cease. I just drew a blank on his other pitcher. Dylan Cease, his teammate, very volatile. When he's on, there's nobody better pitching, especially with strikeouts. And there is positive regression. That's definitely on his way. I like this matchup. He's 4-2, 3.88 ERA, I think it is. I think he's had 10 starts, but strikeout pitcher. And the only problem with Giolito was he gives up a lot of home runs. He gives up almost 2 home runs per 9 right now. I think it's got to be a career high. It's eventually going to go down, but one thing about Gio, he's better on the road this season. That's one good number I like. He owns his road FIP is low on the road, and I think Giolito's the type of guy that actually is one of those guys that actually pitches better on the road than at home. He's been talked about. He's got a bunch of reasons to pitch well tonight. But once again, I don't care how he pitches as long as he gets a prop, because I'm not a Chicago White Sox fan anyways. Let me see now, his 31% strikeout rate. He's striking out almost 12 per 9. So all those numbers right there normally say, okay, that's a lock. The big issue, Astros, they don't strike out much. And they're only striking out 17%, the number I have, over the last 2-3 weeks.
Yep. And then 20.7% for the season against righties.
There you go. So he's normally going to get 6 easy. And if we're looking at Texas 8, Tampa Bay 3, okay, that's different. Toronto 8, then the Boston game 7, Royals 7, and they're a tough team to strike out. Cleveland 5, tough team to strike out, and then the Cubbies 10. So I don't care how bad is the Astros still. They can easily get 6 on them. Astros right now are actually, I think Zach Plesac had a decent game against them in his last start, and I can't remember who was the pitcher before that. It might have been Flex. Was it Flexen? Somebody else, whoever it was before the Zach Plesac pitching against them, actually had a good game. So if they can do it, Giolito can do it. Take the Giolito over 5.5. That's my favorite prop of the night, actually. All right, what we got next? Hunter Green 6.5. So this moved down, right?
It opened at 6.5. It moved up to 7 within like an hour of it being out, and then they dropped it back down maybe an hour and a half ago.
Interesting. And I don't know why that would take the drop down. Playing the Brewers. Now they're in Great American Ballpark. I mean, it's a hitter's park, but once again, we're talking strikeouts here. He's been up and down, but in June, he's been. I mean, remember, Hunter Green is a big time pitcher, big time prospect, a big time live arm. The kid throws hard. The kid will throw triple digits. But in June, he's had three straight good starts in June, 7 or more in 3 of those starts, 7 or more strikeouts. Now, going back to May, he's averaging 7 Ks per inning, and he did face Milwaukee earlier, struck out 13.
Yep, twice. 13 in 2 games, 1-6,
okay.
1-7.
There you go, good call. So I said Hunter Green's, remember, he's a kid. He's going to be volatile. He's going to have his games, but if he's on, he's untouchable. And what time does that game start?
6:40.
Okay.
6:40
Eastern. That was before the regular 7:05 lot. All right, take Hunter Green over 6.5.
Yep. And here's the other thing that stands out to me on this one is he's been able to do it despite giving up a ton and only playing such few innings in a handful of games. That Boston game you mentioned, 3.2 innings pitched, 3 2/3, 8 strikeouts in that time.
Yep.
The first game against Milwaukee, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts in that game. Like, that's unreal. For that short time, that's unreal.
Yeah, and I watched that Boston game too, and that's one good thing, and that's why even Hunter Green's good in DFS. Some of these guys, even like a Robbie Ray type, where you can give up 3 or 4 home runs. Some pitchers they can't recover in DFS, but a guy like Hunter Green will, but he'll get 6, 7, 8 strikeouts. So,
no.
Hunter Green over, like it. Cool. Michael Lorenzen over 16.5 outs. This is one of the sneakier plays today. I like it because all we're asking Lorenzen to do is pitch 5.2 innings. So that's not bad because he's done that in his 10 starts. He's done it 8 times. Oh, yeah. You got it right on the chart there. I got to remember to look at the chart. He's done it in 8 of his last, and each of his last 5. So last 2 weeks, Seattle's been bad. They're one of the worst batting average teams that's right-handed pitching. They are 19th in team WOBA, 19th in team OPS, and we're noticing Lorenzen's pitching deeper. So the kid's got talent. The kid's also a good hitter, but he's thrown at least, I think, 95 pitchers in his last 3 straight and 4 of his last 5. So Lorenzen over 16 now. There's only 5.2 innings. Take the over.
Yep, and he's averaging a full 6 innings per game. So
there you go. Like it.
Well, fuck.
Jake Cronenworth over 1/2 total bases. To me, this is just a course play. Jake Cronenworth has been on fire. He's one of my favorite players. He's been a brand fave here at YFC since she came in the league back in whatever the COVID year was. August of that year, he came in the league, and he's been one of our favorites. I remember the first or second game he played. We all played him. I made a call on a live stream, and he had a huge game, and he's been one of my favorites since. But the kid hit 390 over last week. That's OBP of 474, WOBA 453. Over his last 20 games, he's hitting 321, 21 ribbies, 411 WOBA, WRC plus of 158.7, and Mark's got him on a chart here, and he's got the over 8 over 15. But remember, we're also in Coors, so you're gonna get a pop up on that. The number 1 most hitter friendly park in the major leagues.
Mm-hmm.
The top 25% hitter against left-handed pitchers. The Colorado bullpen is 27th. They're giving up a lot of runs, and the wind's blowing out tonight in Colorado at almost 10 miles an hour. Jake Cronenworth over 1.5 total bases. I got a couple more. We don't have a chart on the Aaron Judge prop. He take the 1/2 over total bases. Remember prop. I mean, wow. Judge is prop. Judge is home run leader in major leagues, 25 home runs. He's got a 7 home run cushion right now over 5 players. 741 slugging percentage in June. He's recorded 40 total bases in the last 14 games. 40 total in the last 14 games. Always hits good against Toronto. 303 batting average, OPS over 1. Expect another good game tonight. Ross Stripling's been pitching well for Toronto. It's still Ross Stripling. Take the Judge over 1.5 total bases. And I had one more. What was it? John Gray over. Is John Gray's prop still 6? Before I open my mouth, I want to make sure it's still at 6.
Let me check that.
6. It's still at 6. Okay, so I like the Gray prop of 6. 26% strikeout, 26% strikeout rate this season, 9.87 K per 9. And 2 of his last 3. He's had 10 strikeouts and 12 strikeouts. Tigers strike out a lot, 5th highest in the majors against right-handed pitching. Even the numbers have been higher over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Gray should have a big game tonight. I'm using him a lot in DFS. John Gray over 6 strikeouts. So, John Gray over 6 Ks. Hunter Green over 6.5 Ks. Michael Lorenzen over 16.5 outs. We got
over 5.5 Ks.
Gio. What's the other one? Cronenworth or 1 point. Cronenworth and Judge 1.5 total bases. Yep. That is my MLB props for the night.
And then we've got one WNBA pick for y'all.
Jonquel Jones, 7.5 rebounds. I'm taking the over on that. Now she's been over in what? You have 9 or 15 games.
Yep.
Playing Seattle. Seattle is averaging the second most rebounds per game in the WNBA. Even the last game was a blowout and still got 9. So she's averaging 10 per game as long as she plays her minutes. Expect a crap load of rebounds today. She should easily hit the 7.5 rebounds. I can see 11, 12 rebounds on Jonquel Jones, who's one of the stars in WNBA. That's our special WNBA call of the day.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so you had 2 NHLs, right?
Yep. Mac 4.5 shots over and Palat 0.5 point over.
I guess we should be putting these in the comments, but I can't talk right at the same time. Mac over, Plot over, and we just gave all the MLB, but the big one is I like Giolito over strikeouts. I like Hunter Green over strikeouts, Gray over strikeouts, total bases, Cronenworth and Judge, and we have the Michael Lorenzen over 16.5 outs. Jonquel Jones take over the rebounds. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
So we have a big weekend of sports. We get the Open going on in golf. Glad DFS beat. So if our DFS right now, I just actually looked and we're cashing, and I don't usually like to give numbers out. Now I'll probably go into a tailspin, but we're averaging like 81% cashing cash games in the last like 24 days. The idiot I am, you think I'll just play cash games, but no, I play 20% cash games, 8% GPPs. But I'm still gunning for the big win. But our cash games are incredible. Our golf's been doing well. Tennis has been doing well. So on and so forth. Eric's NASCAR has been great. So let's keep it up. $25 a month. All sports included, including props. Thank you anybody that's watching live. Thank you anybody that's watching on demand for the next hour or so. And I guess that's it, right?
Yep.
All right, Mark YOC Tart, Mark Ohana, thank you for jumping on. Good weekend.
Thank you for having me.
Some money this weekend. We'll be back Monday, 5:30. Mostly MLB props again. I'm not sure. Is NHL running Monday?
Either Monday or it's going to be either Monday or Tuesday.
Okay. And we'll have some NHL then. All right. Yep. Deuces. Peace.
Good
We're
luck,
out of here.
Guys.
Thanks, guys.